Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming here. You normally hear her inside the Access Houston Roundtable, but today she is a part of the interviewing portion of Access Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Samantha Blair. Good morning.
Thank you, KG. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm awesome today. I'm about to talk about an awesome event. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. PlusFest.
PlusFest. PlusFest is everything plus poetry. I know you have never heard of a poetry festival. That's all right. This is the first time, and that's why it's so spectacular, KG.
Yeah. So, tell us about PlusFest. What? I see everything plus poetry. The everything plus poetry special. So, what is the everything?
The everything is everything. No Lauryn Hill. It's poetry. It's visuals. It's music. It's art. It's innovation. It is everything plus poetry. Like when you think about it, you hear about all these music festivals. You know, we got Free Press out there. You got South by Southwest out there, and they've got all these interactive things, and that's great. That's bomb. Maybe one time out of the whole time you hear poetry. So poetry is always kind of like everybody's like side adventure, but this time poetry is playing the front seat, not the back seat to everybody else. And so everything else, you know, art is important in all of its ways and its fashions and its forms, but this time poetry gets to take a front seat to, you know, the musicians and to the artists and even to a culinary artist. We even got a burlesque dancer on there. I'm talking, when I say dynamic, it's dynamic.
Yeah.
It is everything.
The poetry community in Houston is pretty large, like just outside of those incredible kids at Metaphor and some of the a couple of the slams that I have been to that a coworker of mine who does poetry as well that I've attended, and I'm like, wow. And then you got people like, you know, Outspoken Bean, who is also a part of, you know, a Metaphor, who does that whole just incredible with it. And then, you know, you got the poetry nights that was on Sundays here in Houston. So yeah, the poetry scene in the H is thriving.
Absolutely. And shout out to Bean. PlusFest is all Bean. This is Bean's brainchild. This is Bean's festival, 100%. Bean is also Metaphor Houston. And it's important because when you think about writers in schools, when you think about, you know, the kids that are also going to be participating, the Houston VIP team will also be in attendance at PlusFest. When you think about how important it is to give kids an outlet outside of, you know, just music, just dance, just academics, but poetry, spoken word, thoughtful and deliberate delivery of you know, just words. That's so powerful. Yeah. And so, I mean, the Houston poetry scene is definitely growing. I think it's definitely becoming one of those things that people are more accepting of and enjoying it. And so PlusFest is a thing that brings all of that together. It's a celebration of that. And so I'm really excited to be a part of the PlusFest team.
We are really excited about it too. So when is PlusFest taking place?
PlusFest is going to be on May 27th. It's going to be from 4 o'clock p.m. until, we're going to say until, but 2 o'clock is typically when Houston shuts down, right? It's going to be at Epperson Gallery, and that is 1201 Fannin Street.
So, from 4 until 2.
From 4 until 2.
Or until 4 until.
4 until.
What a festival. I've never heard of a festival that went into the night and overnight.
It's going into the night, overnight. We're going to have a little after party. So, you know, if you really want to be a part of it, get the VIP tickets. There are tickets and there are tickets. Like, the VIP tickets are what I advise for you to get because it comes with so much more after that. If you want to see the burlesque show, if you want to be a part of all the fun things after the fact, which is where a lot of the fun is going to be, you got to get in for that, definitely.
No doubt. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Samantha Blair from PlusFest. So who will be some of the guests and the headliners for PlusFest?
Man, we've got Rudy Francisco is our headliner. Rudy Francisco is like the man in poetry. I personally am a super fan of him. We've got Ebony Stewart, who won the women's poetry contest. Maybe, I want to say it's been about a month now. She's definitely a rock star. We've got the guy who did the Be Someone Bridge. So if you've ever been in Houston and you rode on I-10, you've seen Be Someone, big as daylight. He's definitely going to be there. He's going to be doing his thing. He's got a big art piece that he's going to be doing for PlusFest. Nice. We've got the People's Cook, who is a culinary artist who comes out and does his thing to poetry. He also gives the audience some kinetic tools so that they can be a part of the experience. So when I tell you that this experience is interdisciplinary and it's interactive, I mean all day long you're going to to be participating in PlusFest. You're not going to walk in and walk around and be on your phone and just be talking to your friends. You are going to interact with us at PlusFest.
So is this something that families can attend, or is it just something for, the millennial, is this going to be some grown folks, activity going on where the kids can't come?
No, it's absolutely 100% family friendly. I wouldn't advise the kids coming to the burlesque show, which is in the after party for the VIPs. That might be a little bit more suggestive than I would like a kid to participate in. However, to each his own. If you're a parent and you feel like you want your kid, that's you. But it's definitely family friendly and family fun for everyone. So everyone is welcome. I advise everyone to buy a ticket. Houston, buy tickets.
Yeah, get the tickets, and they can do that at www.plusfest.com, or you can log on to Eventbrite. I'm skimming over the names of the guests who will be there. You guys got some hitters on here. Can you give us a rundown of the guests?
Yes, absolutely. And another way you can get info is if you text PlusFest to 50500. That's 50500. Our guests are going to be Rudy Francisco, The People's Cook, Ebony Stewart, The Foreign Arm, Folklore Films, Houston VIP Team, DJ Rue Logic, Soul Control, Who Said What, including Mr. Phil Wade, and of course the Be Someone artist.
Yeah.
And again, Ray Vanessa, the burlesque dancer who we talked about already.
Yeah, that is going to be really, really dope. I hope so. The PlusFest, it's the Everything Plus Poetry Festival, described as an innovative one-day festival that's going to provide a platform for spoken word artists and poets to fuse their work alongside and in collaboration with local visual artists, videographers, DJs, musicians, whole lot more. The community, what should the community expect when they come out?
The community should expect to feel comfortable and to have their perception of poetry change thoroughly. We have some great community sponsors, including the Andy Warhol Foundation for the Visual Arts, who's been definitely very, very dedicated in the community. Diverse Works, the Idea Fund, Bravo, Project Row Houses, the whole community has its hands in this pot for PlusFest. So the community can expect to come in, have their perceptions changed, have a lot of fun, and to get their hands dirty. So
no doubt, that's dope.
Definitely.
Andy Warhol, was that the gentleman that said that everyone will be world famous for 15 minutes?
Probably.
Is that him?
I believe that was him. Andy Warhol definitely is famous for a lot of those pop art type art things that you see, or like a couple years ago they did the Sprite cans and they had the installations, and that was very much the Andy Warhol effect. So Andy Warhol is a big name in art, and I think that's important, especially considering that art is being cut at the knees right now in our nation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be dope. Like, that's what I'm really like. I'm sitting here as we're talking. I'm thinking to myself, like, ooh, the charged up, passionate poetry and spoken word from these artists, right? That's got heart. I can't wait to see what they have to say about, our current social climate, especially on the political tip,
Plenty of that, but you don't get to see any of that until you buy tickets.
I'm sure.
You gotta buy tickets.
Sure of that. So save the date for Saturday, May 27th, from 4 until at the Esperson Gallery. That's 1201 Fannin Street here in Houston. The PlusFest, the Everything Plus Poetry Festival. It's going to be a hot one. So thanks for letting us know about this, Samantha.
Thank you, KG. Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston. No, wait, that's not. Tell us one more time where they can get more information and tickets.
You can get more information and you can get tickets at plusfest.com. That's PLUSFEST.com. And if you're tech savvy like me, you can text PlusFest to 50500.
Samantha Blair from PlusFest, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.
Almost died, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for watching. Patrina, please let me know. Send me the information about that.